Namaskaram. Greetings. I am Dr. T.P. Shashikumar. I stay in Hyderabad. Shiksha is the organization owned by me, which runs for the youth development programs in India. I was part of Government of India, a scientist of Space Department in India, and retired from Prime Minister's office in 2009. So last 13 years I am into social activities, engaging with the youth. India is one of the maybe the largest democracy in the world. A large country, maybe seventh large by area, and most populous second country after China. Variety of languages, different festivals, a mix of many multiple religions. We have a union government which runs the country, but divided into states, and each state has got its own freedom and its own democracy, different political parties. We have a good maritime border with Thailand, Myanmar, Indonesia, neighboring country Pakistan, China, Bangladesh. Earlier, traditionally, it was a large portion of country which runs from Afghanistan to Pakistan, India, Bangladesh. In the early 90s, it was called a large territory, which was traditionally called Bharat. Lot of music, drama, epics, stories. This is what India is. Good to know that I remember reading Hanoi Diary in my college days about learning about Vietnam. We had in our textbook prescribed in universities to learn about Vietnam. So I learned Hanoi Diary. Yeah.
That's great.
Yeah.
Sir.
Good enough. And thank you. If you have something to ask and clarify, probably I'm open. Yeah. These days, my concentration is on fivefold development, which is physical, emotional, intellectual, social, and spiritual. We understand the personality as a person. You become better when you are healthy. That means the physical benefit. And emotionally, you have a balanced view of things around. And intellectually, you are sharp. You can learn different subjects. So most of the education system makes us to learn specific subjects. But I believe anybody can be trained or probably directed or taught how to learn different subjects if you know the trick of learning. So I believe more in making people to learn different things, the technique of learning, and look at life, L-I-F-E, life, live in full enjoyment, and life, learn in full enjoyment. So learning becomes part of our daily activity, in which as human being we have the ability to document, learn from documents, share it across. So education is what makes human being human, and a social being as really social. So being social and being human, spreading the message of living together, which is nothing new. Though we have the United Nations talks about UNDP, Now today SDG. If you look at traditionally, India had this concept, Bharat had this concept of living together. I was very happy when Sadhu was mentioning that we are not an individual. We have what is called the value system as a family. So learning is being together, sharing in a family, and the value is based on individual value, family value. Maybe you have religious values. Look at your professional values and create a trust among people in the society that you are in peace. So this is what the message which I spread. I must have spoke to more than 1 million of teachers, million of parents and million of students in this world. I've traveled up to Fiji, America, UK, Europe. I'm due to visit probably Vietnam and Pakistan. Right. So I keep traveling based on requirements. In India itself, I keep traveling from. I took birth in the southwest of India, and crossing and reaching up to the northeast of India is almost 4,000 kilometers. So we travel across, meet a lot of people. Almost every day there is one or other program. During COVID, I had the opportunity to talk across the world. Almost every day, one webinar, one talk. So I put all of them onto my YouTube. There are a lot of people communicating and then have got great regards to me. I was with Carla on many discussions at many point of time and many days. So thank you, Carla, for hosting again.